Hey, yo, what is up, everybody? Welcome to the Killjoy Jake YouTube channel. Oh, it is a big day for horror, ladies and gentlemen. MAXXXINE is finally out in theaters today, ladies and gentlemen, so if you have not seen it yet, go on and check it out. It's in theaters, it's a big ol' nasty release for the month, and oh boy was it fun. No spoilers on the stream tonight, of course, but I am thinking about doing some new streams where I just like do a focused panel like at the end of a weekend, just talking about like these new movies. Because I'm like, I want to get into spoilers, but obviously this movie like just came out, right? So I'm kind of thinking about doing like a new like thing where like on Sundays, I stream and just talk specifically about a new movie that released the previous weekend. Which, I don't know, I wanted to throw that out just right at the beginning here. Just curious what you guys were thinking about it. But my review is currently up for it. Go check it out. I won't be self-promoting that much tonight. I swear to God, I'm done. I'm excited to talk with all of you because old Jake has been busy all week working on my short film, finalizing stuff. I just want to talk with you guys. It's been a lot of talking about that all week, so let's get into it. How we doing? It's been a freaking week since I've been doing all this fun stuff. I miss it. Villain Killin' Dylan was first today. I love it. Love to see it, Dylan. How's it going? Welcome in. Appreciate you. Thanks for being a channel member as well. Dawson's Creek is with us saying, hi, I heard Terrifier 3 trailer this month. I believe you are right, my friend. I totally think it's coming this month. Think we should be seeing it sometime soon. I'm seeing Damian Leone post a lot about old Terrifier 3. I'm getting hyped up for it, man. I cannot wait. Easily my most anticipated movie moving forward into the rest of 2024, man. Danny B Series is saying, hi, hello. I love the Waluigi profile picture. Very good stuff. Very good stuff. Hello, hello. Julian Perez is saying, I just want that Terrifier 3 trailer. I want it in my eyes, inject it into my veins, place it in my hand right now. Someone harass Damien. I'm kidding. Please don't do that. Jokes. But I do want that trailer. RJ Skarenki is saying it's Friday night. Let's talk some horror. Late Night with the Devil is premiering on AMC Plus tonight. Oh, well, look at that. Very good stuff. It's also on Shudder if you want to watch that one. Very good flick. Easily one of my favorite horrors of the year. Really liked that one. Danny B's worried that there's going to be spoilers in the Terrifier 3 trailer. Honestly, that's the one trailer I'm not worried about, if that makes sense. Like, it's not coming from like a huge studio that's like, this has to make millions and millions of dollars, you know? Honestly, that's the one trailer. That's the one I'm like, I'll watch that. I'm not worried. Not like the Speak No Evil trailer. Honestly, the MAXXXINE trailer, I feel like spoils a lot. Now that I've seen it, I'm like, wow, yeah, there was a lot in there that I didn't even realize. But yeah, no, honestly, it's not coming from like a big major, like, you know, it's still pretty indie. So I feel like it should be good. But we'll see. Again, you know, who knows? Who knows what it's going to be at the end of the day. Noah Atkinson, what's up, my friend? How's it going? What's up, Jake? Just saw A Quiet Place Day 1 this past Tuesday. Really good movie, 8 out of 10. I'm glad you liked it. That was about the same rating I gave it. How was your Independence Day? You went to South Padre Island, Texas, and had a great time with a few beers. Nice. I had a fun Independence Day. It was fun. You know, shot off some fireworks, which is like legal here in Ohio now, apparently. But South Padre Island, I feel like I just read a story about like shark attacks or something there, which is really scary. I hope you're okay, Noah. I feel like I just saw that. I was like, I just read about this island and like something that happened there this during the celebration. So I hope you're all right, Noah. I hope you just had some beers, no bites on the hands, arms, appendages. That would be bad. That would not be good. I hope you're all right. Paula Fitzhenry, hello, hi, hello, my friend. Welcome in. Necro Mechanimal, what's up, bro? How you doing? I loved the picture that you made for the Quiet Place stream, by the way. I don't know if I told you that or not, but I really appreciate you photoshopping my face onto Emily Blunt. Thank you. Very funny stuff. Old School is saying heard MAXXXINE was a 6 out of 10. I gave it a 7 out of 10. Again, no spoilers on the stream tonight, but don't expect an X or Pearl level of quality. It's solid. It's a lot of fun, but I think it's definitely the weakest of the X trilogy. I had a good time with it, though. It's not a bad movie. You know, definitely not a bad movie. I mean, it beats out the majority of Blumhouse movies we've seen in the last couple of years, but it has its problems. Noah Fleck, what's up, Jake? I'm vibing out, talking some horror with all of you guys. It's a fun night. It's a Friday night, so it makes it even better. How are you, Noah? Are you enjoying this little weekend, little long weekend we're doing? Who took off work today? I want to see a show of hands. I can't see your hands, but throw it in the chat, I guess. Ryan Swayze, what's up? Where would I rank MAXXXINE out of the X trilogy? I would rank the entire X trilogy in release order. I love X so much, like a 10 out of 10 movie for me personally. I can't get enough of that one. It's pretty damn perfect down to the most minute detail in my opinion. I love that one. Pearl, I give like a 9 out of 10. I love it so much. I don't know. I don't find it scary. I got to disagree with Martin Scorsese on that one, which is a crazy thing to say, right? How can you possibly disagree with him? He's the master, right? I don't know. I don't find Pearl scary. I think it's really funny. I think it's hilarious. It's a great time. It's an excellent movie, and maybe the best Mia Goth performance ever. But I don't know. I definitely prefer X because it hits on so many more cylinders, in my opinion, even though I think the best performance from the whole trilogy is Pearl, like without a doubt. But MAXXXINE, bit of a step below those two movies, in my opinion, where those are pretty damn near perfection. MAXXXINE, it's got a few moments that feel a little rushed and weird, but I still love it. Like, MAXXXINE rocks. And look at this. Easton is saying, just watch MAXXXINE, favorite in the trilogy, only a small bit above Pearl. I'm seeing people say that it's their favorite, and honestly, it's hard to disagree with that. MAXXXINE has got some fucking cool shit that the other two movies don't have. Even though I had my problems with it, I still vibed with it, man. There's no wrong way to rank this trilogy. That's, at the end of the day, that's the truth. These are all solid fucking horror flicks, and one of the best modern trilogies, without a doubt. Jordan Talks Films, yo, what's good? What's good? What's good? I'm vibing, man. Everything's good. Everything's good right now. Had a week of rest, which was I very much so needed. Just had fun, worked on my short film a little bit, and vibed out with the family. So things are good. Things are good, Jordan. I hope you're good too. Gory Tiger, what's up? Not much. Watching stop motion. I actually just recently watched this one and really liked it as well. This was one I missed from earlier in the year. Watched this over my little break. I had a good time with it. I don't know. I think I saw a lot of people hyping this one up a lot too. It's really well done. It's really scary. Has some really creepy moments to it. I liked it. Just not my favorite of the year. Really good flick though. That's another one I recommend over on Shudder, I believe. Stop motion rocked. If you've seen a Tool music video, if you like the band Tool, it's basically like a psychological horror film based on Tool music videos. I think that's it's a really interesting way to describe that flick, but I loved it. I really enjoyed that one. Jordan says, just saw MAXXXINE a few hours ago. It's great. Best slasher trilogy of all time. Hard to disagree, dude. Holy shit. I mean, dude, between X, Pearl, and MAXXXINE, oh my God. I mean, what a trilogy. What a trilogy. I'm blown away. I really am. Even though I'm kind of with Ethan here, I don't know if I'm like over the moon about MAXXXINE. It's still an impressive trilogy, dude. I mean, oh my God, we're going to be talking about this for 10, 30 years in the future. That's a long time, but I think we're going to be talking about this one for a while. Jake, not gonna lie, I was disappointed with MAXXXINE. X and Pearl were so good, but this one just fell flat for me. I could dive into it, but I don't want to spoil it. I appreciate you, Ethan. Thank you. I give it a solid 6.5 out of 10. Ethan, again, in the future, I am thinking about doing like focused like Sunday streams on new movie releases. So I think I'm not going to be able to do it this Sunday for MAXXXINE, but for Long Legs next week, I think I'm going to do like a Sunday spoiler talk stream, something like that. Let everyone watch it, everyone check it out over the weekend, and then like on a Sunday or something, do like a focused panel for that. But I'm kind of with you, like 6.57 is what I was giving it in my review. But if you want to hear more of my thoughts on that, my spoilery thoughts too, go check out the video I just posted today, or my spoiler-free thoughts too. So I laid out a little better than how I'm going to on the live. But I wasn't disappointed. I wasn't so far to the point where I was like, oh, this sucks. No, it didn't suck. It wasn't as like, it didn't have the same precision in terms of writing that like X and Pearl did. It almost comes off to me as if like Ty West was like under pressure a little bit to really live up to those other two movies. And in a lot of ways he does, just not in that third act. That's all I'm going to say. Not the resolution I was expecting for the trilogy, but I vibed with it nonetheless. There's a lot of fun stuff going on in MAXXXINE, and I don't know, some really great moments. Isaiah Patterson, what's up, dude? How you doing? Welcome in, welcome out, welcome in. Peace, my dude. Welcome in. Mega Giants 89 is saying, Killjoy Jake, thoughts on The Devil's Rejects 2005? Maybe the best Rob Zombie movie, I'm gonna be real. House of a Thousand Corpses is probably my personal favorite. I don't know, there's something about that one that I love. The way I've heard those two movies described is House of a Thousand Corpses is like the acid trip and Devil's Rejects is the hangover. And I love that. I think that's such a great way to describe both of those flicks. But there's something, I don't know, there's something really trippy about House of a Thousand Corpses that I just love, maybe even more than Devil's Rejects. But I mean, the most iconic moment from any Rob Zombie film comes from that one, the very ending, if you've seen it. Oh my God. I mean, what a fucking scene. Ooh. That's why I love Rob Zombie as a filmmaker. If you've just seen his Halloween movies, you're doing yourself a disservice. That's all I'm saying. But I love that movie. Devil's Rejects rocks, arguably the best from Mr. Zombie. Finally, I made it to a live stream. Hell yeah, All Media Alchemy. Welcome in, welcome in. I appreciate you. Welcome in, dude. Aiden V, how you doing? Thanks for being a member. Appreciate you too. Aiden saying, what's up, Jake? How was the 4th? I had a good time. Blew off some fireworks and no one's hands exploded. Thank God. Erica is also with us, throwing in a little super chat. I really do appreciate that. Thank you for the 5. I haven't seen any of these. What order should I watch them? You know, that's really tough to say. I would say, I mean, you can watch them in release order, or you could go like Pearl X MAXXXINE, which is like chronological order. But it kind of it doesn't really matter. I mean, it really isn't like, it's not super important one way or the other. You kind of get they're all separate stories that are connected loosely. That's the big thing about them that I personally really like. It's, you know, there's a little bit of through line with certain characters, but it's mostly about like it's mostly about themes and how like the history of like the adult film industry and you know, characters wanting to become a star so bad, doing anything they have to do to become that, including, well, murder. So if you're into those kind of stories, this is definitely the trilogy for that. I will say I think X and Pearl are the very best from this franchise. That is the place to start. I appreciate MAXXXINE a lot because it's a continuation to X. That's a big thing about it for me. I really liked MAXXXINE. It's very good, but what I will say is if it wasn't an X continuation, I probably would have been a lot lower on it. That's another thing about this flick. But it's good. I had a good time with it. I had a good time with it overall. It was not a bad movie. It just wasn't the blow my fucking mind 10 out of 10 experience that X and Pearl was for me. So that's my thing. I'm not disappointed. I'm just not like at that zenith level of review. But no, these are all worth a watch across the board, all 3 of these flicks. Ty West's magnum opus, one might say. But Erica, thank you so much for the 5. I really do appreciate it. His movies rock too. I don't know if you know, that's the other thing about MAXXXINE. I'm sorry, I can't stop talking about it. It's so fresh on the brain. I saw it very early this morning. It's so different from Ty West. I don't know if you guys have seen his other flicks, but they're more like X, where it's like that slow burn and then like stuff doesn't really happen until like midway through the movie. But that's okay because it's all set up really well. House of the Devil is a prime example of that. Like, this movie freaking rocks. It is so much fun, but it takes its time to get in there, really builds its characters up before you get into the action, so you care a little more. So there's a lot to be said about this trilogy, and I don't know. I love seeing the mixed reviews on it, honestly. Like, I think the We Watched a Movie guys said it was like their favorite from the trilogy, which is awesome. That makes me really happy. I don't know. I'm seeing a lot of different reviews, mostly love now, but some disappointed reviews too. It's interesting. It's interesting nonetheless, but I'm a little more in the middle on the flick for sure. Jake, what do you hope to see in Longlegs? Listen, the early reviews that are coming out about Longlegs are saying it's the scariest horror film ever made. So I really hope they're not overhyping it. That's a big thing for me. This is maybe a hot take. I'm not like over the moon about Osgood Perkins as a director. I think he's made some really interesting flicks that I do like, but nothing that's like melted my face. Like Blackcoat's Daughter, pretty good. Hansel and Gretel, or Gretel and Hansel, whatever it was called. I mean, it was fine. It was shot really, all his movies are shot really well. They're all gorgeous, super technically professional for sure. But I don't know. I've yet to see a movie from him where I was like kind of blown away, and I'm hoping this is that. I'm hoping this is like the best from him. We're hearing crazy good reviews about it. It has an excellent cast: Micah Monroe, Nicolas Cage. I mean, come on now. I think this movie's gonna fucking rock. Don't get me wrong. But yeah, I will say that about Osgood Perkins. I don't know. He's not like my favorite horror director out there, but I hope this movie rocks. And I'm rooting for it. I'm really excited to see it. The marketing has been fantastic. Oh my God. I think honestly the marketing for Longlegs has been better than some of the horror movies that have come out this year. Like, I would rather watch the trailer for Longlegs than Imaginary again, which is crazy. Jake, you seem to be crackling with wild energy. I actually rested this week, Professor Strangefinger. What a name. What a name. I love this. I can't. I'm sorry. That like took me by surprise. Professor Strangefinger, and your profile picture's a cat. This guy is fucking awesome. You're fantastic. Thank you for being here, my friend. I really appreciate you. No, I'm having a great week, dude. I got to spend so much time with my friends and family, which I don't usually get to do. We watched some good movies and vibed out. It was very much so needed. It's been a stressful couple of months for old Jake, and it was very nice to just take some time off. Did I see MAXXXINE early or today? Dude, I missed it. I missed it the early screening on Wednesday because I fell asleep. Like, I'm just gonna be so real with you guys. I was on vacation brain. Yeah, totally missed that on Wednesday. I saw it early this morning though, and that's why I got my review out today. Otherwise, it would have been out Wednesday. So apologies there. But the Long Legs review, you guys will see a little earlier, hopefully. What was your favorite Mia Goth performance in the trilogy? Definitely Pearl. Oh, definitely Pearl. For sure. No, listen, don't get me wrong. Mia Goth rocks in this movie. Like, oh man, if you like this trilogy simply because you want to see some good Mia Goth performances, you will not be disappointed by MAXXXINE. But Pearl is the best, dude. Come on. That monologue rocks. Come on now. That's the best. But I do really like all three of these. She gives a great performance in all of them. I actually think there's an argument to be made about X being the best performance-wise for Mia Goth because of the dual role. That's tough, you know, that's not easy to do. She's like on screen that entire movie pretty much. So that's impressive. It's impressive stuff. Very good stuff there. Nigel Johnson, what's up, fella? How you doing? Hey, Jake, how is All Hallows Eve and Terrifier series not related? I need answers. So, story-wise, so far, this could change. They are not connected, but they are created by Damien Leone, both of them, which I think is interesting. I like that. I think that's fun. But I'm curious to see if they get connected or not, because there's actually elements from All Hallows Eve that I think will be incorporated into the lore of Art the Clown. But I think the big reason why like there's not a big connection is because we do have Art the Clown played by a different actor. It does have its kind of its own flavor to it. Like it still feels like Damien's, you know, Terrifier vibe, but it's just a lot less, you know, I don't want to shit on it because I do really like All Hallows Eve, and I'm not trying to say anything negative about it, but it's not as like professional or like as impressive as Terrifier 2. You know what I mean? It doesn't have that, it kind of loses something without David Howard Thornton. No offense to the actor that played him before, but you know, David's a trained actor. He knows what he's doing a little more versus the guy that played him before. So that's a big difference for me. But I do really like All Hallows Eve, the entire series. Honestly, if you guys haven't seen the sequels, they rock too. But I don't know. I'm excited to see where Terrifier 3 goes next, and hopefully we get another All Hallows Eve too. That'd be really cool. Because I do love those movies. They're very fun. Like VHS style, like anthology flicks. Very good times. All around with those. Hisporiental. What's up, my friend? Thank you for the 5. Did you purposefully start making less free videos in favor of live chats? Since they don't make money, you have enough subscribers and the labor is intensive. Listen, I'm gonna be real. You know, obviously, this is where I make my money. I'm gonna be completely real with you guys, but I don't do this because I make a shit ton of money or anything. I make as much money as a McDonald's employee. I'm gonna be completely real. I do this because I love to do it. I do this because this is like since I was a kid, I've been wanting to do this, my friend. That's why I'm here. That's why I stream as much as I do. I enjoy this. Like I enjoy this a lot more than working at Chipotle like I used to. And listen, again, full transparency. I made more working at Chipotle than I do here. I have to take odd jobs to continue to do this, but I love doing it so much, I don't care. I'm gonna grow this channel until it's even bigger, and then I can keep doing it, and then hopefully, you know, actually pay the bills with it completely one day. So, I do like doing the lives though, because I get to talk to all of you and get like different takes, different opinions on things, because, you know, I feel like if I just made videos all the time and screamed into the void, just threw my opinions out there, that kind of gets old. That kind of gets boring. It's nice to just throw your guys' shit up on screen and see what everyone wants to talk about. You know what I mean? I think that's a little more fun. But yeah, no, the videos, you know, they don't really make as much money, but like they do bring in subscribers though. And the labor, yeah, no, that is tough too. I'm currently running 2 YouTube channels and I might be running a 3rd here soon, which is tough, which is really tough, but it's fun. I don't care. It's worth it. It's a lot of work, and I'm, you know, with the other jobs I do too. It's insane, but oh my God, it's worth it. It's worth every single second. This is so much fun, and I wouldn't give it up for the world. And this past week has really made me realize that, let me tell you. So no, I love doing this. It's so much fun. I don't care that I make basically minimum wage. It's a fucking blast, dude. So thank you for the 5. Thank you for supporting the channel. And hopefully I will start doing a lot. I'd like doing these lives as frequently as I possibly can. So we'll be getting back to that next week. But good question. Very good question, my friend. Antonis Andriotis. What's up, my dude? Love the Chucky profile picture. Thank you for the 5. Thanks for supporting the channel. Hey, Jake, I watched a first-time watch horror movie a couple nights ago called It's Alive 1974. Have you seen it before? Yes, this is the baby one, right? If I'm not mistaken, this is the one about like the demon baby. Let me double check that because it's been a minute. Yes. Okay. Yeah. This movie rocks. There's a weird remake of it too that I remember, and I don't remember when that was from. But yeah, this movie's fucking scary, dude. I remember liking this one when I saw it. 67% on Rotten Tomatoes. Very nice. Yeah, It's Alive is this is one that doesn't get talked about much at all. I haven't even thought about this movie in a long time, dude. Oh, very good suggestion. Ooh, I might have to revisit this one. I swear there's a remake of this. Like, I remember being like, oh, there's... The thing I remember from this movie, the It's Alive movie, there's like, the birthing scene is like really fucking scary, and I don't remember what that is 100%, but... Because again, it's been a minute, but oh, I remember that being brutal. Oh, the remake from 2009 has a 6% on Rotten Tomatoes. That's how you know it's good. Oh, I'm putting this on at some point. Yo, no way. Oh, that's so exciting. I have to watch both of these again. Dude, you just sent me down a whole new rabbit hole. I'm fucking hyped. Thank you for the 5. It's Alive 1974. Underrated horror flick. Sorry I'm Cursed is waiting for my short film. Don't want to keep that on screen for too long though. No spoilers quite yet. But yes, we are finalizing the short film pretty much this week, or this upcoming week, I should say. Very exciting stuff. Won't spend too much time on that, but I will have an update for patrons soon, and an update on Patreon in general too, because I need to get on that shit. MAXXXINE takes some risks for an R-rated movie. Wouldn't say much for spoiler purposes, but when was the last time you saw a strip club in a film? That's actually a pretty good point. I don't know. I feel like there's gotta be a movie with a strip club in it from the 2020s so far. But yeah, there's some brutal stuff, you know, some adult elements to MAXXXINE. It is about a porn actress trying to get into horror movies, so it comes with the territory, one might say. There is nudity in the flick, for those who are wondering. But I really loved it. It's a really fun movie. The biggest problem with MAXXXINE is just the focus is nowhere to be found. Like, it is all over the place. It wants to be this sometimes, it wants to be this sometimes, but that's, you know what, sometimes that's fun. Sometimes that's a good thing, so I don't know. Erica, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. You love this channel. That means a lot. I put a lot of work into it, so I hope you do. That means a whole lot. Thank you. Thank you so much, Erica. Appreciate you. Jake is asking, did I like In a Violent Nature? I like your name. I really like your name a lot. 10 out of 10 name. Did I like In a Violent Nature? Absolutely. Oh, I had a blast with this movie. This is probably my favorite horror flick of probably of the year so far. I'm gonna be real. I don't know. This one just did it for me. I'm a huge Friday the 13th fan. Like, I love some of those early Friday the 13ths so much. And this feels like a modern version of that in so many ways. Like, I know some people are like, oh my God, he's walking the whole time. It's just him walking through the woods. I get the discourse there, whatever, but I vibed with it. I liked the walking scenes. I like watching Jason just do his thing. I've always felt we didn't get enough Jason in Friday the 13th, and we kind of got that here, which was fun. We got to see the behind the scenes. It's almost like seeing what was Jason doing when all the camp counselors were boning. You know, we got to see that here, and it was very fun. As a Friday the 13th fan, I was very happy with this entry. And if you guys haven't seen it yet, there's a kill in this that rivals the Terrifier flicks. That's all I'm gonna say. Damien Leone's probably got a sweat bullet coming down his head after watching that one. That's all I'm saying. But let's see if Terrifier 3 tops it. Nothing would make me happy for that to happen. It really would, because whew, that would be so cool. Like, just 2 horror flicks this year with brutal kills. Be sweet. Great stuff. Chris, I love your dog, saying best horror channel on YouTube, hands down. Dude, thank you so much. But come on, we can't be saying that when Dead Meat exists. I appreciate that, though. Thank you. So kind. You're so sweet. You and your dog are so sweet. I want to kidnap your dog just a little bit. Just a little bit. I'm kidding. For legal reasons, I'm kidding. What's up, Hand for Letters? How you doing? Any info on Smile 2? Well, we got that trailer that just came out recently. It was very exciting too. I personally was really, really digging it. And it looks like it's going to be, again, taking that same approach from the first movie, maybe the same flow, feel, tone, all of that, but applying it to a brand new type of character, which I think is going to be the most exciting part of it. We have a pop star character who has a lot more resources, a lot more money, a lot more, a completely different schedule than Sosie Bacon. From the previous film. So it lends itself to a much different, bigger story, which is usually where sequels go. Something with MAXXXINE to compare and contrast. I will say sometimes, stories like this don't need to get bigger. That could be to its detriment, but I don't know. I think Smile 2, I think it excites me that it's getting bigger, actually, because I feel like this is a story or a type of franchise that really relies on the character kind of like embarrassing themselves or putting themselves in bad ways because of the curse that's been put on them. Like, I just think back to the first Smile, and I'm like, a big engine that kept that movie so interesting was how, our main character just kept embarrassing herself or doing all this crazy shit that was totally out of pocket, totally out of character for her, and all of her loved ones and friends, whatever, were like, what the fuck? Why did you give a dead cat to my kid? That's so messed up. Now imagine that on a much grander, bigger scale with a pop star, you know what I mean, who's going to get ridiculed by the media. There's so much to be done there in terms of scary shit. So Smile 2, I think it could be great. I really think it could be an excellent taking a small concept and making it even bigger situation, which is pretty rare. I'll be honest. I typically like smaller contained stories. Again, another thing I hit on in my review today. But Smile 2, it's got a reason to go bigger. It's got a reason to do that, considering where we started. And those are the best sequels. The best sequels make sense like that. So, very good stuff. Old School is with us too. What's up? How you doing? There were a few moments in Quiet Place Day 1 where I thought Joseph was going to pee on himself. I imagine there's a lot of Stranger Things fans that would have loved to have seen that. That's all I'm gonna say. He did start off that movie soaking wet, so we don't know if all of that was water. I'm just saying. Sorry, I'm cursed is saying, not gonna lie, I've been waiting for them groovy smoothie videos. Dude, I'm trying to keep up with that third channel, man, but I just can't. Like, I'm trying to make this gaming channel happen, and it's tough. I need an editor so bad. Does anyone want to edit for Jake for free? That would be so cool. I will send Twinkies to your house. I can't pay you, but but I will hand deliver Twinkies to you. If you edit for me, that would be so cool. If anyone wants to do that. G&D Aaron YT, what's up, my dude? Did you draw your profile picture? That's cool. That's dope as fuck. Jake, I saw Deadpool on HBO Max. What if Ryan Reynolds is in Scream 7? Dude, Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman, just both the ghost faces in Scream 7 oh my god, after Deadpool and Wolverine, that would be ridiculous. That would be wild. I love it. Oh, I gotta watch Deadpool again. It's been a minute. It's been too long. I got to refresh before that new one comes out. It's Alive is on my upcoming watch list. Yes, there's a remake and there's 2 sequels? I didn't even know that. I saw the original and the remake like a long time ago. This was like when my dad was first showing me horror as a young kid. Oh man, I got to revisit that. It's been a minute. Professor Strangefinger is hitting on a horror movie I'm dying to see right now. There's a movie about a coffee table too, right? People are saying that it's horrifying. Yes, it's called The Coffee Table. My buddies over at Splattercast highly recommend this one. I love weird horror flicks. Like, those are my favorites. I love the weird indie ones. Those are typically what I'm drawn to the most. I just, I'm very much so someone who doesn't want to see the same thing done over and over again in different movies. I know some people are like, well, I only like this kind of horror flick, and that's totally fair. I vibe with that. But I'm always looking for the next thing, So Coffee Table is apparently just a really bizarre, out there, strange horror flick, and it sounds right up my alley. I'm all about that. So I think I'm going to vibe with this one when I inevitably watch it, because it's coming. It's happening. The Devil's Bath is another one that's on my watch list. That comes from the same creators of The Lodge, which scared the fuck out of me in 2020. Oh my god. Brutal movie. JT Owsley also watched MAXXXINE today. Hell yeah. You rank it second in the trilogy. Fun and stylish, not so horrifying. 3.5 out of 5. All right, hell yeah, man. Flipside Pearl, one of my favorite movies ever. 10 out of 5. Oh, damn. but 11-14 is a better film than both. I'm gonna fucking watch this movie, JT Owsley. I'm gonna do it. I swear. I keep saying I'm gonna do it, but I'm actually gonna do it now. Again, wrapping up my short film. Gonna have so much more time, dude. Thank you for the recommendation, and I'm so glad that you mostly enjoyed MAXXXINE. Mostly 3.5 out of 5. That's still good. Still mostly in the positives. Life of Fonz, thank you for the 5, dude. Really appreciate the support. Saying just to support old Jakey, thank you. Also, Smile 2 comes out on my daughter's birthday. She's turning 2. I think that means I'll take her to celebrate. It's the Smile 2. She's turning 2. Yeah, there you go. I hope she doesn't have nightmares, though. That's that's the one thing. You know, my folks took me to see horror flicks when I was younger, and I turned out okay. For the most part. So it should be fine. It should be all good. So enjoy that flick. It's probably going to be a really fun one, I imagine. And that's so sweet. That's so wonderful to hear. You gotta teach them when they're young to like horror. So that's very good stuff right there, Life of Fonz. Dude, thank you so much for the $5. I really do appreciate you. And thanks for hanging out with us tonight, man. Happy weekend. Happy long ass weekend. I hope everyone got to take off today. Hope nobody had to work, because that's no fun. My girlfriend had to work today, and I was like, brutal shit right there. That sucks. Jimmy Vorkleys is saying hi. Hello. Welcome in, Jimmy. Almost Jason Voorhees, but not quite. But welcome. Trayvon King is excited for the Backrooms. I'm excited for it too. There's been like no news this week, dude. Like I was like, I'm not even gonna make a video. There's nothing to talk about. It's nuts. It's nutty. It's nuttier than a payday bar, one might say. Not sponsored. Matt Bell is saying Coffee Table is an extremely underwhelming film. I watched it expecting a bizarre film, and I'm pretty sure I've seen better. Okay, fair enough. You know, I will say there's been some, like all year, I feel like everything has been a pretty big hit for me or a miss. MAXXXINE's kind of the first one I'm in the middle on, you know? For the majority of releases this year, I've been like, I really liked that or I really didn't like that. It's been mostly that all year, which is interesting. So, very interesting stuff, though. I'm excited to watch this one nonetheless. I've heard multiple different reviews at this point, so that's exciting. That's exciting. I love when people either say they love something or hate something, because then I have no idea what to expect. That's even more fun than usual. Am I still going to Scarefest? Like I said before, I just bought my Scarefest weekend ticket. Yes, Noah, not only am I going to Scarefest, but giving away some tickets for Scarefest weekend happening this October, next Monday. So don't miss that stream, ladies and gentlemen. You could win some free tickets, weekend passes for Scarefest, ladies and gentlemen. That's next Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern time. So stop on by, check out the stream. And let's just say it's not the first pair of tickets that I'll be giving away. Look at that. Old Jake partnered with Scarefest. Hell yeah. Things are good. Things are fun. Nat Dog is bored too, is saying, hey Jake, when is the next post on GullGotha, your awesome gaming channel? Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, dude, I'm working on it right now. Again, I took this week off to kind of just chill, vibe, work on my little short film and stuff. But next week, I'm playing through Poppy Playtime. I'm really excited for that one. I don't know too much about it, but I do know that there's a new horror movie based on it, which is really exciting stuff. So I want to play through it, want to have that knowledge anyways. And then that's all going up on the gaming channel. So fun stuff. Thank you guys for watching those videos, by the way. Like, there's only like 6 videos up over there, but like already past 250 subscribers, and like the videos are getting good views for the amount of subscribers over there. It's nuts. Like, I can't believe how well that's doing. So thank you. So I really do appreciate that. Thank you all for subscribing, watching the page. I'm even getting like people from like people not from this page, like new people who are like, oh, I just found this guy and I recommended it or whatever and really liked it. And I'm like, I can't, like, this is awesome. I've always been so scared to do a gaming channel because like that's the majority of YouTube from my experience. You know, it's like that it feels like such a saturated market, but things are going good. So thank you guys for subscribing to that and watching. I really do appreciate that. Necro Mechanimal is saying, are you a fan of Black Mirror? Absolutely. New season next year sometime. Last season, a couple episodes, we're leaning more into the horror aspect. Yes, you know, I think that Black Mirror is a really well, like, they have a really good direction. Does that make sense? Like, for a while there, they had some really cool They had some really cool like sci-fi plot lines and ideas, which were great. Like some of those episodes are iconic. The playtest episode comes to mind. What's the one about like the Star Trek episode? I can't remember the name of it, but like there were some really sick like sci-fi ideas there. But there was a point where I was like, okay, I'm starting to feel the exhaustion of Black Mirror. I think they need to take a new direction. And then that last season, like you said, just leans a little more into horror. It's less like the sci-fi technology is dangerous shit. And they tried something out. I'm gonna be real. The last season was one of my favorites of the whole show. I'm like, this is awesome. This is fantastic. I need to do a video on Black Mirror episodes that I like sometime because wow, like there's some excellent stuff in that catalog. And from season 6, there's 2 or 3 episodes that I remember where I'm like, these could be whole movies and I would lose my mind over them. like some of these episodes of this television show are better than some of the movies from this year. That's nuts to me. So no, Black Mirror rocks. I'm a big fan of it. Absolutely love that shit. So great stuff. Erica loves the gaming channel. I really do appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Jimmy's going to Scarefest. Hell yeah. Very good stuff. I mean, like without a doubt, my favorite horror con. Oh my God. Scarefest is so much fun. Art taking a stop in the middle of a killing spree to smoke a blunt would be hilarious. I can't disagree with that. Maybe the next one takes place on 420. There we go. Your gaming channel was actually a good idea. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I don't have too many of those, Jimmy. So well, when I do, it's nice. Mr. Rick just saw Blood and Honey 2. Loved it. It's one of the best whole movies of the year, and I love the end. Oh, bother. I cheered. I had so much fun with Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey 2, dude. It was a blast. I was so happy that it was good. Because, you know, the first one I thought was fun, but overall, you know, it's what it is at the end of the day. But considering that it was made for basically no money and they still had all that buzz around it, that's impressive in my opinion. That's pretty cool. And the guys behind it are super fucking cool. Like I consider myself a friend with Scott and Reese and all those guys, and I don't know, it's just really cool. It's really dope shit. So I loved Blood and Honey too. I had a great time. It made me come honey, as a lot of you are aware. So we're just going to move past that little weird tidbit. Sinister 5.0, what's up? Excuse me there. Let me try that one more time. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, my friend? How's it going? Welcome in. Welcome in. Very exciting stuff. Are you more excited for The Front Room or The Heretic? I just watched this trailer for The Front Room today. I don't know how I feel about that one. I'm probably more excited for The Heretic. It's awesome to see Brandy in more horror flicks. You might recall her from a certain I Know What You Did Last Summer sequel, which is super dope. But Heretic, I guess I'm a little more interested in, even though I already have my criticisms of that one too. I hate to be so judgmental, but the Heretic's trailer comes off to me as like A24 trying to do Saw X. And like here's my other thing about that too. They use the same song from the Saw X trailer for the Heretic trailer. The All I Need Is the Air That I Breathe, that song. And I'm just like, bro, what do y'all, at least use a different song. You know what I mean? It's an old guy putting people into some kind of puzzle. And I'm just like, dog, what's going on here? It does feel very mysterious and very interesting though. So I don't know. I'm intrigued, but I'm also just like, is this just like Saw, but is this religious Saw? What's going on here? You know, I want to know more, but Scott Beck and Brian Woods are doing it. I love the first A Quiet Place, but man, the rest of their movies, I don't know. I'm iffy on. So I'm going into this one with some hesitation, but I hope it rocks. Hope it rocks. Ryan is saying, Jake, do you consider MAXXXINE to be more of a studio movie or is it indie like Pearl and X? You know, this is a great question because A24 recently announced that they were trying to do more like big blockbuster studio movies, with Civil War from this year kind of being that first step into that direction. It was like, I think the highest budget for an A24 film like to date, if I remember correctly. But yeah, this is a really tough question because there are elements to MAXXXINE that feel very indie, but then there are also some other elements that feel very cookie cutter Hollywood, you know? And I think that's kind of where my, not distaste comes for it. You know what I mean? I did like MAXXXINE. I had a very good time with it. It's just not that, it just doesn't feel like that unedited vision of Pearl and X that Ty West is so famous for. Like he has a certain style about it that was kind of absent from MAXXXINE. It's not what I was expecting. In some ways good, but in some ways bad. But this is a great question, Ryan, because I do feel like that there might have been some interference. You know, that's speculation, of course, total speculation. But, you know, I go back through, like mentally, I'm going back through Ty West's catalog, and I've never seen a movie like that from him. Like, it's very fast paced. It's very like in your face with what it's trying to do. And that's just not his style typically. Like, he's usually like, we're going to slowly build this horror. We're going to, you know, use the cogs so slowly like this. We're going to turn them for a while before we really get into it and blast you in the face with something scary. But typically that results in a much bigger punch when it finally happens, right? I always talk about like a big reason why Rob Zombie's Halloween doesn't work for me is because it's constantly punching, you know? It doesn't do the wind up. It doesn't do a good wind up. It's just that constantly in your face. And that's fun sometimes, but not fun for 2 hours like the director's cut. That's all I'm saying. So MAXXXINE, I enjoyed it. It's a very fun horror flick. It's just not the Ty West slow burn slasher vibes that I wanted it to be, I guess. But it is still really fun, and I still recommend it. It is in no way a bad movie. Oh my God. Like, dude, I mean, if you watch, like, I don't know, you know, everyone's got an opinion, right? Opinions are like assholes. We all got them. But man, compared to something like Imaginary or Night Swim, MAXXXINE blows that shit out of the water. That's all I'm saying. In my opinion, I should say that too. Eduardo Martinez, you should definitely play the new A Quiet Place game on your gaming channel when it comes out. Dude, absolutely. I saw the new trailer for it. It looks sick. I'm very excited for that game. Looks like a lot of fun. For sure. You're seeing MAXXXINE on Sunday. I'm going with an open mind. Go in with an open mind, dude. That's the best way to see this movie. Don't have it spoiled. Don't watch any spoiler reviews. You can watch the first like 3 minutes of Jake's review though. It'd be pretty cool. I'm just saying, Bob. but enjoy it, my friend. It's a very fun flick. You're gonna have a good time with it. Paula is asking, what would I think if David Harbour joined Scream 7? Oh, I wouldn't be against that. I like David Harbour. David Harbour, whatever. Oh my God, Hopper. I couldn't think of his name. Hopper from Stranger Things. Yes, I love this actor. He's great. I think his performance as Hellboy was pretty good. I don't know if I was over the moon about the Neil Marshall Hellboy movie, but I still liked his performance. It was fun. I would not be against this because I think he's an excellent actor. He's just unfortunately in a lot of bad movies, in my opinion. He needs a hit, so it would be cool to see him shine in a new Scream flick. That would be fun. I wouldn't be against that at all. Jose is saying, you think we're getting a Terrifier 3 trailer this month? I do. I hear a lot of people saying that, though. I'm wondering if there's some kind of rumor out there about that. Makes me curious to make a video sometime soon. But dude, yeah, we're totally getting it this month. That makes the most sense to me. Maybe like middle or end of July would make the most sense to me, considering that it's coming out in like early October. That, you know, I don't know. They usually do like the 3-month lead up into bigger horror flicks like that for the marketing campaign. That makes the most sense to me. But again, we'll just have to see. I really hope we do see something from it soon, because we've only gotten a few pictures like here and there and some behind the scenes photos, which is like, that's cool, that's dope and all, but like, I want to see some footage, man. Any updates on Scream 7? Jordan Talks Films. The same thing I will tell you from a month ago. Unfortunately, no. But hopefully sometime soon, right? We're filming this movie in the fall. Rumor has it September, October time period is when this thing is picking up some steam. So I imagine, you know, sometime soon we should be getting some news for Scream 7. And your boy will be, you know, on that shit. Stink on a booger, as one might say. So, no, I will be on that shit as soon as it drops. But I'm excited, man. I'm excited for Scream 7. I want it to be good. I need a new Scream movie in my life. And I need a better killer reveal than what we just got. No more. I mean, I'm done. I walked right up to the line and I'm not crossing it. Stupid Fizz, what's up, dog? How's it going? Smoking your J in your profile picture. I dig. What else do we got going on? MAXXXINE got released in the same amount of theaters as most blockbusters. Yeah, it's definitely, you know, A24 is trying to slip into that bigger studio role, right? So I get that. It's natural. Makes sense for them. Trying to make more blockbusters than indie flicks. I mean, fair enough. Blue Jay Spectre saying hello. What's up? How's it going? You can't get mad at you can't get mad at A24 for that. They are still making these weird little indie horror horror flicks, which is great. But you know, the money's in blockbusters. That's the truth of it. And I get it. I get why they got to make that transition. But to see them still continue to do both is why I still respect that company big time. It sucks that they dropped the ball on the Crystal Lake series. That's kind of what it sounds like from a lot of the reports that we're hearing. But overall, I still vibe with a lot of the stuff that they've done in the past. They weren't they like the first studio to just be like, yeah, like all the writing shit that we were striking for in 2023. They were the first studio to just be like, bam, let's do it. Yeah, we're good with that. That's pretty cool. But again, the Crystal Lake shit fucking sucks, which is weirdly linked to that because they didn't pay any of the writers, which is like, you guys did all that. That was cool. You had me in the first half, but what's going on now? Come on now. Pay these people. Make that happen. Professor Strangefinger is saying it's still sinking in on me that Stranger Things will finally be wrapping it all up. I wonder what the Duffer Brothers will do next. Yeah, you know, me too, because I especially after MAXXXINE, I feel like the 80s nostalgia thing is kind of run its course. So I'm hoping that the Duffer Brothers have more tricks up their sleeves because I love the 80s. It's a great time for horror. Don't get me wrong. Maybe the golden age. But I don't know. I'm feeling the 80s horror, what is it? Exhaustion. We've just gotten a lot of it lately. A lot of, hey, remember the 80s, you know? I feel like I've been asked that question by a lot of movies and TV shows in the last like 10 years or so. So something else, you know, let's reminisce on something else if you want to hit that nostalgia beat. That's fine. Jake, have I seen the Cuckoo trailer? Oh, absolutely. Dude, the Cuckoo trailer almost scares me more than the fucking Longlegs shit, man. Oh my God. There's a scene in the Cuckoo trailer where like you just have someone running at what's her name, Hunter Schafer or whatever, and just like running like she's on a bike, and you just see like this hand slowly reach out towards her. I don't know why. There's something about the sound design and the way that's shot that just creeps me the fuck out, dude. Ugh. I'm very excited for Cuckoo. I cannot wait for this one. It's also coming from Neon, just like Longlegs, so that makes me think it's going to be great. Hot take, love A24, but I think the best indie horror studio right now is Neon. They just put out the best fucking shit. Immaculate, you know, Longlegs next week, Cuckoo. I think all these movies are going to be some of the... You're going to be seeing a lot of these movies on top 10 lists for horror this year, is what I'm going to say. Speculation for now, but... good stuff all around. I absolutely loved MAXXXINE. I had a great time watching it. Can't wait for Longlegs next week. The leading ladies are crushing it this year. Can't argue with that either. Very good arguments all around, man. Micah Monroe is gonna eat in that fucking movie, dude. I'm so excited. And then we're gonna see her in They Follow very soon as well here. So we've got a lot of very exciting stuff on the horizon, guys. Whew, I'm hyped. Galaxy Production Films is saying, hey, Jake, my pick for a director for a Friday the 13th reboot is Fede Alvarez. Ooh. Well, he is working, obviously you guys probably know about this by now. He is making the new Alien flick, and that's getting a lot of very good buzz. Like a lot of good buzz. And I'm predicting it's going to be one of my favorite Alien flicks, which is tough to do. Not a whole lot. I'm not crazy about a whole lot of those sequels. Obviously, Alien and Aliens, come on now. What a fucking double feature that is. But some of the other sequels, I'm just like, whatever, you know. Alien Resurrection, I think, is really fun, but it's really stupid. Alien 3 is Alien 3. And then, I don't know. The other AVP movies are fun. Prometheus, Covenant, I don't know. They're fine. They're whatever. They're kind of bland to me. I don't know. They have their moments here and there, but nothing really stands out to me. So that's just my thoughts. Wrestling God is saying, what up, Jake? I got a scream theory on Stu. Do you think he could become a killer? You don't know how many times I've been asked this, Wrestling God. Because all he ever wanted was attention from his mom and dad because his sister steals all the attention from him. Yeah, it's come to light recently that he had a sister the whole time, which I think is really interesting. Again, you know, I don't know if we're gonna play around with that in the new movie or not. A lot of people are saying that. I hear a bunch of folks saying like, oh, Christina Carpenter from, you know, the mom from the last movie who was so evil, she's gonna become the killer in a new movie. And I'm just like, I can't. There's no way. Like, there's no way the mom's gonna be. There's no way they're gonna do another family member killer. Like, come on now. We've done that so many times in this franchise. I don't know. I love Stu. I love Matthew Lillard. My suggestion is just put Matthew in the movie, have him play somebody else. New guy. He's a different dude nowadays. He's a lot older than how he was in 1996. So I say have him play some fucking dad in this movie. Have him play a good guy nowadays. That would be kind of cool if I'm being real. So I don't know, just my thoughts, but we'll see. Smile would be the best franchise for a new Nightmare approach. Oh, like all the people making it or whatever are getting attacked by the Smile Demon, but for real. That's fun. It's very meta. I could get into that. I think the new Nightmare approach works so well for that franchise because it was the 90s, you know what I mean? That was it was the cool, edgy thing to be meta, to reference other movies and TV shows. It's like, what? You can't do that in a movie. Watch any big movie from the 90s. That's always a huge element in any capacity. It's not just horror either. I recently rewatched Twister because, the new one's coming out this month. And oh my God, there's so many references to movies, all over the place. And it doesn't feel like how it does nowadays, where it's movies have done that so many times now. But it's fun. It was fun back in the 90s, I guess. Independence Day. I just watched that yesterday, believe it or not. Probably the majority of America did. But yeah, even that movie, I mean, we're referencing a bunch of things. It's fun, it's cool. It's a vibe. It was an edgy, fun thing to do in the 90s. But new Nightmare approach, I think it could work for certain franchises for sure, but it's all in execution, right? That's really what it comes down to at the end of the day. Ty Lee, Cuckoo is in August. Yes, I want to say it's middle of August, right? It's August, maybe second week of August or something. I actually can't. I want to look this up because I'm quite curious. I'm a curious little fellow. August 9th. Holy shit, I think I was right. Let's go. Yeah, it's got an awesome cast. Hunter Schafer, Dan Stevens, Gemma Chan. I don't know Jessica Henwick. I'm not familiar with that actress. But I know those three people that I said before. And oh my God, if you have not seen the trailer for Cuckoo, do yourself a favor and check it out. It looks awesome. It looks sick. What else do we got going on here? Thoughts on an Urban Legend remake? I'm all about it, dude. I'm all about a new Urban Legend. I think that first movie is so much fun. The sequel's cool too, but that first movie is one of my favorite Scream style slashers. I think it's so much fun. I think it hits on what I like so much about Scream really well. It takes a concept the concept of urban legends and puts a really cheesy B-movie killer at the helm of that, and that performance from said killer is excellent. Another big reason why I like that movie so much. And I think another big thing about movies like that are critical, they have to revolve around this to work, is you have to have a good mystery, you have to have a good killer reveal. And that's kind of why I feel so hit or miss about movies that feel like that. They either work for me or they don't. Urban Legend, Scream, Valentine, these movies I am in love with. I couldn't watch them enough. They're brilliant murder mystery flicks that have some awesome kills and some really fun characters and moments. But then there's some of the other ones that really don't work for me because, again, a lot of this hinges on if the mystery works, and it doesn't always work for me, which is why I feel like this style of movie is very hit or miss. But when they hit, dude. Oh my God, a good mystery, man, it blows you away, dude. So. Vehicle identification number. What's up, my friend? What's new with Terrifier 3? Hoping for over-the-top kills again. Oh, you will definitely get that. Damien Leone has already promised us a very interesting chainsaw kill. So I'm very excited for all that. And you know what? I'm not going to go on that rant. Never mind. But no, I'm very excited for Terrifier 3. Can't fucking wait for it. You will get the over-the-top kills. I promise you that. We should be getting a trailer sometime soon, which is exciting stuff. A lot of people have been speculating this month. I feel like there's some truth to that. I feel like something could be happening there. From what I know from behind the scenes, I feel like we might be getting something soon. So it's exciting stuff. Do I have physical media videos on my channel? I haven't made one in a while. I really have not. I'm next week I'm doing a little announcement for Patreon supporters. I'm changing up my Patreon and channel members entirely. There's only going to be 2 tiers. It's going to be a big announcement. I'm waiting until next week to really announce it. But I might do something like that. There's going to be a perk where you can choose what kind of video I make in a week. So it's going to be really a lot more intensive than how it's been. And I'm really excited for it. It's going to be a fun little venture. So maybe I dive into some of that. Who knows? We'll just have to see. You're really looking forward to Long Legs next week. I am too. Infinite Sky. It looks like it's going to rock. Cannot wait. Twister Slaps, I watched it recently too. You watched 40 is, are you saying 40X? Is that what you're saying? Oh, Independence Day. Oh, gotcha. Last night also, holy crap. Nice. Very nice. Very nice. I hope you enjoyed. Very good stuff. Stu is the type to piss in your cereal and hand it to you. Yeah. Yeah, I feel that about Mr. Mocker. What a guy. You hit me with the phone, dick. Love that. Hopefully it will triumph over the clown show that was MAXXXINE's third act. Oh, man, again, no spoilers, but I'm conflicted with it because it's like, yeah, of course that's where we were supposed to go, but don't set it up like it's a reveal, bro. That's all I'm going to say. Does anyone have any idea of what the Scarface component of the Terrifier 3 kill may be? So what I'm thinking is that it's probably going to hit on the shower scene from Scarface, where you might remember this. They used a chainsaw on the dude's brother. So I feel like that could be that could probably be what it is. You know, we're also referencing Psycho in that same Damian Leone tweet, if you guys know what I'm talking about. So I'm thinking 2 shower scenes, push that into one, have Art the Clown rip in there with the chainsaw too. I think that could be a lot of fun. A lot of fun and absolutely fucked up. So hell yeah. I have an itchy nose tonight. I don't know what's going on. I'm like, my nose itches so bad. What's going on with that? You figured it all out. Plus, I think that he is going to come back as Stu in 7. You know, maybe he comes back as Stu in 7. I know a big side of the fandom would love that, right? Do you agree that The Matrix and Avatar are both super overrated? The Matrix is my favorite film of all time. Of all time. Like, listen, you know, The Fly is my favorite horror movie, but my favorite movie of all time, it's The Matrix, baby. I don't know. Nothing tops that one. It is perfection. It is everything I could possibly want in a movie. It's new metal music, new metal style. The cast is electric across the board. That's my favorite movie of all time. Nothing beats The Matrix. I love it. Last Night in Soho had a good reveal. I love that movie, and I don't care. Haha. Who knew it was Sandra all along? Yeah, I don't know. I had it figured out. I'm just gonna be real. I think that movie is gorgeous. It is a gorgeous film across the board. But I kind of figured. I was like, okay, this is probably where we're going with this, right? And that's where it ended up going. This is another movie that I feel like has a rushed third act, but I do vibe with it though. It is a very gorgeous film, probably the prettiest from Edgar Wright, without a doubt. I had a good time with it, but another movie I wasn't blown away with because of the reveal. The Weekend is Wicked says, what do you think is the controversial opening in Terrifier 3? So, you know, we know that it's probably going to take place at the insane asylum, right? Considering where we left off in Terrifier 2 and considering that, you know, what's his face? Chris Jericho pretty much spoiled that about the opening scene in a recent interview. We know it's starting off at the insane asylum. What's going to be controversial about it? I don't know, but I mean, we know that we have that nurse there who's screaming. We know that Chris Jericho is there as well. My guess is neither of them are making it out of that situation alive. Just my guess. And if you remember from Terrifier 2 as well, I feel like this could be, I don't know, maybe this could be like a Chekhov's gun kind of scenario. I don't know. This might be a stretch, but we did have old Chris eating a plate of Jell-O that he called zombie brains. So I don't know. Maybe he gets his head ripped open, bunch of brains taken out, something like that. Is that controversial? I don't know. How does that dive into something being super controversial and too fucked up? I'm excited to find out. The Weekend is Wicked. I'm hyped for that. Remember when The Matrix was released, there was nothing like it. The ideas that film brought to the table opened the door for future films to build off of and had a ripple effect on pop culture. As a huge fan of sci-fi too, I just like, oh my God, it does it for me on so many levels. It's scary. It's got like such an interesting, complex idea that's executed so well. It's my kind of movie. I don't know. It does it for me on so many levels. And then those sequels exist, unfortunately. But that first movie, it's perfection. I don't know. Who are some of your favorite non-horror YouTubers? So I love The Boys. I used to watch them all the time. They're great. Love all their content in terms of gaming. Typically watch those dudes. Like Australian YouTubers. I want to go to Australia and just meet all my favorite YouTubers, for sure. Like the Cold Ones. I used to watch Cold Ones all the time. I love like Max Mofo and all those guys. Those are great. Papa Meat. Gotta love Papa Meat. Meat Canyon is great. Absolutely love that dude. His animations are so fucked up, and they give me nightmares, and I love that. Those are probably the people I revolve around the most. I watch their content a lot. Very good stuff there. But I love this app. You know, I just love YouTube so much. I was thinking about that this morning. I'm like, I love this app. I love making videos. I love seeing people make videos, being able to literally broadcast themselves. I'm not trying to be a poster child for YouTube, but I just love everything going on right here. It's the best social media app out there, without a doubt. And hopefully always will be, because goddamn, some great stuff on this app. Madison, what's up? How you doing? Yo. Jake, Madison, I'll scream your name too, dog. What's up? How you doing? RP Film Studio. Hi, Jake. I hope we see art in the snow. Me too. And this is a really interesting... Oh, hang, pause. Hit a pause, ladies and gentlemen. What is that profile picture? Is that like a fox with a nailed baseball bat? That's awesome. Oh, I want to get a closer look at that. That's spooky. I like that. I want to see that guy kill somebody. Cool. Very nice. Art in the snow. I want to see art in the snow too, but I have yet to see a picture of that. Get to see really anything of that. And you know, here's my thing about Art the Clown in the Snow. We kind of got it teased that there was gonna be snow in Terrifier 3. Like, it's a movie that takes place in Miles County, which is like, you know, New Jersey, New York, right? It's got to be like Staten Island area. And you're telling me there's not going to be any snow? There's not going to be any scenes outside? There's something's going on here. Something's outside. We haven't seen any pictures from it yet. That's my guess, because what the heck? Something's going on here. We got to see Art the Clown kill somebody in the snow. Come on now. What is going on? When the fuck was a chainsaw kill teased for Terrifier 3? You said, oh, so I'm assuming you heard. Yeah, so the tweet from Damien implies that maybe he's going to take a note from Scarface with the chainsaw scene from that flick and kind of make it his own here in Terrifier 3. He said many times that he's a big fan of crime flicks on top of slashers and horror movies as well. So it makes sense that he's a little inspired by, you know, one of the best ones of all time. That makes a lot of sense to me, so... I'm excited. I'm hoping it would be cool if that was like the big kill from the movie, but again, we'll just have to see. Waiting to see. What is the closest you sat to the screen in a movie theater? I have been in the front row before because there was no other seats, but that doesn't seem to be a problem nowadays, which, you know, honestly is a sad thing because we don't see as many people in the theaters anymore. I saw MAXXXINE today with like 4 other people, and it was like, that sucks, man. That's a bummer. I mean, again, I went and saw the earliest showing at like 9 in the morning, so that's probably why, but it always bums me out whenever there's not like a ton of people at a new movie, but every now and then you get like a big showing, you know, every now and then there's some kind of big thing, which is exciting. Killian J. Jacobs, my esteemed lawyer, is hanging out with us tonight saying, I am directing a new horror film soon. Well, hell yeah. Hell yeah, dog. Good for you, Killian J. Jacobs. I know you're on the Stu train. I know you want to see Stu come back in Scream 7. So I imagine that it's got to do something with that, I hope. So I hope you're able to bring that to life. You know, here's another thing. How has nobody made a Scream fan film with some kind of implication that Stu Macher is still alive? Does that exist? Do I just not know about that? That's got to be a fucking thing, right? Like someone has had to have made that. I feel like there's too much love for that theory. Too much love and hate for that theory for that not to exist. Like, I'm so serious. Like, but anyways, let's move on. When I saw it in theaters, there were about 5 other people in there. Well, that sucks. Easton saw it alone. This movie is going to do horrible. I hope not. I hope MAXXXINE makes some money. It deserves money. Honestly, this movie's good enough for me to say that. But I don't know. I hope it does well, man. That sucks. I think a lot of this movie really rocked. What real life serial killer do you think is the inspiration for Art the Clown? I mean, you know, like John Wayne Gacy comes to mind first because he like dressed as a clown, but I don't know. I don't really feel like, I don't know if any real life serial killers were inspired Art the Clown. He's very unique. You know, he's very, very cartoonish and fucking crazy. So I think whenever you look up or do research on serial killers, you learn that there's always some kind of emotional trauma or some reason why, you know, they did what they did. something messed them up when they were young. Like that's the typical story, right? I don't feel like that's going to be the backstory we get for Art the Clown. Like, I really do feel like there's something demonic about the character, something more supernatural, which I feel like has already been set up from the beginning of this whole shtick. But, again, Terrifier 3 will probably tell us some more. Sounds like we're diving into the realm of hearing more backstory on the character of Sienna, how that connects to Art the Clown, and I feel like that leads right into some actual background for the character, which we have none of. We have absolutely none of that now. RP Film Studios saying, appreciate you enjoying my character. I made 4 short films. They look not great, but I'm working on a full-length film called Beasts. The character is named Lloyd the Fox, and he's inspired by art. Very nice. Well, I like him. He's a scary-looking fella. I like the mask. It looks gross. And I mean that in a good way, too. You want your killer to look gross, so I vibe with that. Old School is saying they both look like cut up and eat body parts, and the only difference is Art will eat whatever gender he wants. He eats he eats anything, bro. He eats fingers, he eats hearts. We saw him do that just in the last movie. He's fucked up. I love that about him. Antidus is asking a great question here, and thank you for the 5. Thanks for supporting the page. Is Damien Leone going all practical effects again in Terrifier 3? Do you think audiences will get sick in the theater again like Terrifier 2? Yes, he is going all practical again. He's actually talked about it extensively over on his Instagram, to have the fans be a little less worried, because, a lot of things have shifted since Terrifier 2, right? We went from, skeleton crews making that previous flick to, a full-on whole team of people making this new movie. And we even have a whole practical effects team this time around. Damien is mostly just, directing. He's focusing on that this time around, which I think is overall going to serve the story. But, yeah, he has talked a bit about this and credited some of the people who did the practical effects on Terrifier 3 in one of his most recent Instagram posts. I did a whole video on it. But yeah, it's all practical. I'm sure it's going to look great. It's just not Damien doing it, but it's under his direction. You know what I mean? I know some people might be scared hearing that, right? But listen, this is the guy that made Terrifier 2. He's not going to have some shit, cheeseball practical effects in his movie. Dude's got a budget. They have a $2 million budget for this movie. It's going to be great. There's nothing to worry about. So yes, it's going to be practical effects, and I really do hope it makes more people sick, just like Terrifier 2, because that shit was crazy. That shit was absolutely nuts. Seeing all those tweets and all those pictures come out from that first screening of T2. Oh my God. I had some people in my theater who I remember they walked. I don't know if they were throwing up or not, in all fairness, but I did see them leave the theater. Like they actually left after the bedroom scene. Like they were like shaking their heads like, too much. That's so funny to me. I bonded with the strangers next to me in that theater. I saw it with Matt, who co-wrote, co-directed Red Right Hand with me. And we just had a great time watching that movie. It was an excellent theater experience. And I bonded with all the other Terrifier fans in the little row that we were in. I think that's the last movie I saw that was like packed to the gills. No, that's not true. Barbie was packed to the gills too. I saw Barbie. I did an Oppenheimer, Barbenheimer screening one afternoon, and Oppenheimer had a pretty packed theater, but Barbie was like, they couldn't even get everyone in there. People were hyped for that one. But Antidus, thank you for the 5. Really do appreciate that. And yes, it will be practical effects. You have nothing to worry about in terms of shitty CGI. So, but there is something that I want to go back to real quick with this super chat that I'm just remembering. I'm good friends with Josh Petrino, who did a little bit of VFX work for Terrifier 2. So there is a little bit of VFX cleanup, but it is mostly practical with a little bit of VFX in there too. So that's another thing. It's not all practical. I do want to point that out. Give a little credit to Josh there, because he did a very good job making it seem like it was just all practical effects, but he did do a little cleanup there to make it look better. So shout out to Josh. He's awesome. He's a great guy. So did some good work there. XXL Gamer, is that what I'm reading there? I don't want to butcher that. But hello, my friend. What is happening with Scream 7? As I haven't kept up with the news. Well, now is a good time to not keep up with the news, because there hasn't been any. Rumor has it that the film will start actually moving on production a little bit this fall, which is exciting. But man, I mean, the only big thing is that Roger L. Jackson recently confirmed in an interview that he is a part of the cast. So, I mean, that's cool. You know, we got the voice of Ghostface back. That's confirmed now. It's exciting stuff. But I'm excited. I'm excited to get news. I should say that. We should be getting something soon, though, if these rumors are to be believed. So, you know, I mean, if we're filming this thing in the fall, we're getting a casting announcement soon. Like, it's coming. It's just probably all going to hit at once. That's been my guess for a while now, is that it's all going to just, like, it's going to fucking hit us like a semi-truck, and then, bam, videos from all your favorite YouTubers coming out all at the same time. So yeah, you haven't really missed much. You haven't missed much, but it's coming. Right? It's coming up here soon. What else is going on here? Barbie audience was like the good old days. Yeah, I agree. Big size crowd. That movie, I love that movie so much because that's another one that the theater experience was so great because, oh God, that was so much fun. It felt like the old days. It felt like it was like, for me at least, it felt like it was the 2000s again, seeing a movie during that time period. It was fun. Good times. Why didn't MAXXXINE have any Thursday previews? Great question. I don't know. I was trying to get a showing Thursday, and nothing was out. Crazy stuff. Galaxy Productions is saying, what director do you think can handle A Nightmare on Elm Street? My pick is James Wan and Lee Cronin to write it. You know, I hope that new script from Lee Cronin is a Nightmare on Elm Street flick, but unfortunately, we have no way to confirm that. What I will say though is that, you know, James Wan would be an excellent choice. Not only that, but, you know, we also know that the big merger between Blumhouse and his company Atomic Monster is happening next year. Or is it 2 years from now? I can't remember, but it's happening very soon. And what better way to kick it off than reimagining a very dead in its grave franchise? You know what I mean? Like, we have not had a continuation to that franchise in a very long time. It is one of the most dead franchises right now because pretty much every other franchise has had a little bit of life sparked through it in the last couple of years, or in the last 15 years, I should say. So I really want to see that from them. I think that would be cool to see them bring that franchise back to life, and thank you, Noah, it is 2026. I'm like, I don't think it's 2025 now that I think about it again. I'm like, that doesn't sound right now that I say it. Yeah, so the merger is happening in 2026. What better way to kick it off than with the you know, a reboot or some kind of continuation of a beloved franchise that a lot of people are asking for a new movie for. You know, some people are always going to be against remakes and reboots and continuations. I get that too, but I think a new Nightmare is very much so. It would be a good time for it. Now, with everything else getting some kind of new take, that would be fun. Professor Strangefinger is saying that Nosferatu is a must-see. Absolutely. Robert Eggers can do no wrong. Very excited to see what he does with this new flick. It's going to be scary as fuck. It looks like it's going to be a very good time. I can't wait for this one. This and Ari Aster's new movie and Jordan Peele's new movie. All very excited for all three of those, dude. Oh my God. Yeah, we got that recently from Jordan Peele. He just posted a release date for his next movie, which is also 2026, if I'm not mistaken. But very exciting stuff on the horizon, guys. I can't wait. Cocaine Bear versus Art the Clown. Can you imagine Art the Clown on cocaine if he's not already on that? Jesus, that's insane. The last time I saw a packed theater was last October when House of a Thousand Corpses got re-released. Ooh, nice. 65 had a large group of special needs teens and they loved it, so it kind of made it better for me. Oh, that's really sweet. That's awesome. You know, I wanted to like 65. I really wanted to like 65, man. But yeah, it just was not for me. But I love that we did have a new dinosaur movie that wasn't Jurassic World Dominion. That's cool. You know, at least there's that, right? So, man, would love to watch Scream 7 with you here in the UK. I got to come to the UK, dude. I get so much love from my wonderful friends out in the UK, and I want to come out there sometime soon. I got to do something. You guys have got to have like a horror convention, right? There's something going on over there. I'm making it out. I'm making it out there. I'm doing it. I've always wanted to see the UK too. I've never left continental United States, and I want to change that. So, want to do some traveling at some point. Wait, this is a great question. What's the worst theater experience you've ever had? Okay, so I saw what is it? Across the Spider-Verse? Is that the latest one? I swear to God, that was the worst crowd I've ever been in for a movie theater. Like, multiple groups of people got kicked out for being too loud. The entire not front row, but you know that row of seats that are like for disabled people? Like a bunch of teenagers snuck in and sat in those seats and wouldn't leave when people came in who had reserved those seats. And like the fucking people from the theater had to come in, and this is in the middle of the movie. Like the movie's going on as this is happening. The theater people had to come in, kick those kids out, and let the people sit down. It was like insane. I'm like, I cannot believe I can't believe this. Like I've never seen people behave like this before. This is ridiculous. Holy shit. By far the worst theater experience I've ever had. But that movie was fantastic. I have so many mixed feelings about that night because it's so rough because me and my buddies, we bought out like this whole row for ourselves. Like we love doing this. Just like we get like 12 friends and we all just, 12, 13, however many friends, and just fill up a whole row. And we were all excited, we loved that first one, and the sequel's great too, and then the theater experience was just so poor. It sucks. I need to rewatch that sequel. I've only seen it that one time, so. And I was very distracted, as you can see. The last time Madison saw a packed theater was for really? My Policeman? Okay. Oh, I wouldn't have expected that for that movie. Very cool. That was a packed theater? Nice. That's badass. 2022 was a really good year for movies, man. Oh my God. And My Policeman, fucking, okay, listen, not a horror movie, not even in the slightest, but like My Policeman is such a good drama. If you want a good like LGBTQ plus drama movie, that was excellent. That fucking made me cry. Very good movie. Top Gun 2 Maverick is a really good movie, 9 out of 10. I think I might be the only person on planet Earth that did not care for Top Gun Maverick. I feel like even saying that, like I'm just going to get ridiculed. Like the people are going to burn me at the stake for saying that. It was fine. I just didn't care for it. I don't know. Do you think Sydney will die in Scream 7? Balloon Boy? No, I don't think so. I don't think that Sydney, not Sydney. Sydney's a fictional character. I don't think that Neve Campbell would have signed on to do Scream 7 had Sydney died in the script. We've heard her talk many times in the past about how she's very protective of the character. She has heard from many fans that, Sydney Prescott represents, surviving trauma. So to kill the character feels distasteful in some ways. Might feel distasteful to those characters or to those real life people. So I can imagine that no, she will not die. She probably won't be in any danger, which, saying that is kind of a detriment, I think, to the franchise from Neve Campbell. I love Neve Campbell. She's awesome, but I do think it kind of sucks that she says that because now it's like there's no tension with the character, But why I'm excited for Scream 7 is because there is tension that Sydney could lose a family member. And that's fucking scary. That's terrifying. And I would hate that I would hate if that happened for Sydney. So the tension of that being a possibility in this new flick, I think can, make it kind of scary. Be kind of crazy. Something. That and Don't Worry Darling because the Harry fans show up. When I saw Don't Worry Darling in the theater, it was not packed, surprisingly. And I was kind of expecting it because I was like, okay, Harry Styles is like fucking huge. I know there's going to be a lot of like 20-year-old women here. No, like surprisingly, like my theater, I saw it like, I want to say I saw it like Thursday night. Like for that movie or Friday night, some night. No, it was surprisingly not very packed. There was a lot of drama with this movie too. There's like all the fucking videos from the premiere, like it was like all the actors kind of shit talking the movie and stuff and not having anything good to say about it. I don't know. I was shocked that more people didn't go to see it for that reason. So it's interesting nonetheless. You're not alone, Jake. I didn't care about Top Gun Maverick either. Dude, it's like one of the highest grossing movies like of all time or something like that. And like everyone was like, this is the best movie ever. I don't know. It did not do it for me, man. It's fine. It's fine. I like the original. The original's fun, but I don't know. Not for me. Who's your favorite character in Scream? I constantly am saying Gale Weathers in terms of protagonists. I think she's great. She's one of the most interesting characters, mainly because of her arc. I think she's had a very interesting story throughout all these movies. But I mean, my favorite character is Stu. Come on. Like Stu is excellent. That one little performance in that movie does so much for me. So I loved that. It was very good. Very good. Very, very good character there. Do you think Gale could be a Ghostface in 7? I actually agree with our Ghostfaces from Scream 6 when they said that Gale could have been a great killer. I really do. I think at this point it's kind of like it would be insane. Like I feel like at this point it would just be like, what? Like why is Gale the killer at this point? Come on now. I think they could have done it in like Scream 2. I think in like Scream 2 or Scream 3, they could have made Gale a Ghostface, but now there's just too much history between all the characters. I can't see why she would want to kill all of her friends. But man, if you told me that, Scream 2 in an alternate universe, they made Gale Weathers the killer, yeah, I totally could see that. Like, without a doubt. That makes a lot of sense to me. And honestly, I think it would be shocking. I think it would have been shocking back in the day. Now, not so much. Now I just feel like it would be like, why? Why do that? It's tough to make a legacy character a killer at this point because so many of them have been in multiple movies. Honestly, I feel like the only one who like even remotely could make sense is Patrick Dempsey, just because we haven't seen his character since 3. He could have changed into a brand new character. They tried to do that with Kirby, try to make her a red herring, but I don't feel like it really worked for me. So I don't know. It's tough. It's tough to say if they could make a legacy character a killer or not. Lots to think about there. There's so many movies to go through and really dissect. Joe, what's going on, man? Thanks for the 2. Really appreciate you. We do have to do a podcast at some point. I have been busting my ass on this short film, making it as perfect as I possibly can. The last 4 months or so. So my schedule. Oh God. But slowly we're finishing that up. We should be wrapping it up and I should have a final cut by the end of next week, which I'm very excited about. And I don't know. I don't know when you guys are going to see it, but hopefully sometime soon. So we'll do a podcast soon, Joe. I'll hit you up when I got some more time. But dude, thank you for the 2. Really do appreciate you. And guys, go subscribe to the Dreaming Insomniacs. Some very good music over there. Some very good stuff. Love it. Do I know who Mr. Blobby is? I do not. I do not. I'm scared though. That's a scary name. I don't know who that is. If I come to the UK, come to Lincoln, there's some brilliant haunted walks and the castle around the castle. Oh, that's scary. Like around a real castle. That's fucking cool. Ooh, I'll be there. Okay. I'm making it out to the UK at some point. I actually I want to go like next year. Like honestly, like next year sometime. I'm like, fuck it. I'm making it out there. If I can, that would be fun. So no, for sure. At some point, at some point, let's do it. Do I like Halloween 2018? Absolutely. Halloween 2018 rocks. I really like it because it feels the most like, I think it's one of the only sequels that feels the most like the original in terms of its story, in terms of like how it continues itself. I think it's really smart how it goes about doing things. Not everything about Halloween 2018 works for me, but I do really vibe with it. It is a really fun movie. It's got some brutal kills. And also, I think I'm pretty sure the dad from Halloween 2018 is in MAXXXINE too, if I'm not mistaken. I gotta look this up actually, because I meant to do that after I got home and I completely forgot about it because that's like towards the beginning of the movie. Is that him? Yeah, Larry Fezedin or whatever his name is in the movie too. Yeah, there's a lot of really interesting people in this movie. Holy fuck. I want to say that was him, but I'm not seeing it in the cast, so I'm not 100% on that. But there was a guy that looked just like the dad from Halloween 2018 in that movie. And I wanted to know. I was like, is it him? That's so exciting. What's going on? Watch if they had Gale be a killer, it could have been Stu's distant cousin. Gale was Stu's cousin? Oh my God. That's wild. They always try to force that, right? They always try to do that in a Scream movie. There's so many things about Scream that works for me, but then whenever they try to be like, it's a family member that's the killer, that's when I just check out, man. I'm just like, what? That's insane. There's so many fucked up families in Scream, and I'm like, I don't know. I don't buy that. I feel like it's way scarier to think that it's someone just totally random killing people. Like that's way, I don't know. That's way more interesting, way more scary to me. We've heard so many real life stories about family members killing people, and I guess they're going for realism, right? But I don't know. I've heard that. I've been through that song and dance in enough stories and movies and TV shows. Your average episode of Criminal Minds is typically that. Give us something, play around in the mythical horror space a little bit. Like what Wes Craven even said, we're not even, I'm paraphrasing him, but we're not, horror movies are not supposed to be real life. They're supposed to be their own entity, your own creative force behind them. Maybe hold up a mirror to society, sure, whatever, but don't make it exactly that. Would I walk, drive, or fly to the UK? You know, I think I'm gonna swim. I think I'm gonna just get in the Atlantic Ocean and just, you know, just kind of make my way there. I can do it. I wonder how far someone has gotten, if I'm being real. How far has someone gotten into the Atlantic Ocean before they were like, okay, this is ridiculous. Matt Bell, what the fuck? I just read a wild comment. Yes, Scream 6 not only abandoned a few effective franchise tropes, but I feel like the directors also deviated from the effective trademarks. That's why the movie was mid to me. I mean, you know, I think the killer reveal sucked in Scream 6, which was definitely to its detriment, but I don't know. I had such a good time with 6. I loved a lot of the kills, and especially that opening scene. Like, it's just one of my favorite openings from the whole franchise. But yeah, I mean, you know, overall, what the fuck with the twist ending? Come on now. I really liked the cast of Scream 6. You know, that was a big thing for me that I really vibed with. Most of the characters really worked for me, and I don't know. I was hoping that one, you know, would hit harder with the fan base, but I like it. I don't know. I vibe with Scream 6. I just love Radio Silence so much. Their style is so fun to me, but maybe that's just me. I saw the TV Glow or X. You know, probably I'm leaning towards X, but I saw the TV Glow. I saw the TV Glow as a very interesting, excellent, very well done horror flick from this year. One of my favorite A24 releases for sure. If you have not seen that one, I recommend it. Kind of flew under the radar too, unfortunately. You're saying you love my room? Thank you. And all things horror. Yeah, I have. I need to do the same. You know, it's funny. I never used to like buy stuff for myself. Like that was never really, I don't know. I like getting some food every now and then, but I like to just save my money. Decorating the set was fun. It was nice to actually just be able to go out and get some fun stuff. But I will say a ton of this was gifts, which I do really appreciate. Like these popcorn buckets are mostly gifts. The Michael Myers pop figure. There's a little bit of artwork you might notice, like right there. Wonder what that's from. Definitely not the short film I'm making. And then we also got some artwork from people who, like, they've sent me shit. People have sent me stuff. So there's a little thing of Art the Clown here that I can't turn on because the cord's not long enough. I got to get a longer cord for it. But right there, this thing, when it lights up, it's Art the Clown from Terrifier 2, which is so cool. Thank you to Eric from the Bearded Entertainment for making that for me. He gifted that to me while working on our new short film, which was so cool. So kind of him. And then also behind, I'm actually going to pull this out because it's so cool. I don't know, I haven't seen him in a while, but we used to have a fella come around here named Flash Skywalker. So kind, such a very nice dude. And he made this for me. Let me show you guys. So it is so sick. One of the, like, I've received a lot of cool things in the mail, including a flamethrower from Luddy, if Luddy's hanging out with us tonight. So shout out to Luddy. I'm sure you guys have heard that story if you've been hanging around these streams a lot. But this is also one of my favorite things I've gotten in the mail from people. My dude Flash, I'll never forget this, sent me this in the mail, and it's the tagline I used to say in my videos. And this thing glows in the dark too, which is so cool. Instead of having friends, I have horror movies. And then on the back, it says Hail Ratma, which is like my favorite thing from a movie called VHS 94, if you guys have seen that one, which I thought was so cool. And he's got my little thing on the back. So I love this thing so much, and I was so thankful for it. I have some really cool people in this community, so I love this thing. I will show it off and keep it on my set until the end of time. I was like, that was so kind. It's awesome. He also made me some Jason masks with my colors as well, the purple and green, and I just thought that was so cool. So lots of cool stuff and lots of cool people here. Great stuff. Infinite Sky is saying jaunt to the UK. That's so funny. Necro Mechanable, thank you for the 5, dude. I appreciate that. Which Goosebumps story would you like to see adapted to the big screen? Great question. Do you think rated R versions would work well? Oh my God, there's so many to choose from. Hang on. There's a Goosebumps book that I can't remember the name of. Goosebumps Plant Dad, that's it. Stay Out of the Basement. I would love to see an R-rated version of Stay Out of the Basement. I think Stay Out of the Basement is so interesting to me. So this was one of the covers that scared me the most, and I'll actually put it up on screen for you. I'm so sorry. I got like random. I've been getting like random hiccups lately. I don't know what's going on with that, but here we go. Goosebumps. I imagine you bring this up because of my shirt. But great. It's a great question nonetheless. I used to watch Goosebumps all the time when I was a kid. Probably the reason why I'm so fucked up now. And the reason I love horror movies nowadays. But let me throw this up on screen for those who might not have seen this cover. I saw this as a kid and I'm like, that is so scary. Plant people scared the fuck out of me. What? Like, like people who are also like turn themselves into plants? That's awesome. So this is stuck with me as an adult. I'm like, I've always wanted to see like something like this come to fruition in like a horror film. I would love to see like I clicked on the wrong thing. I would love to see some kind of R-rated version of this story, which, I mean, like, from what I remember about it, it's like some kids like sneak into their dad's basement and he's like a mad scientist and actually accidentally turns himself into a plant monster. Again, I haven't read that story or watched there's probably some kind of episode of the show based on that, right? Haven't seen any of that in a very long time, but that was always a really interesting story to me. I always that one vibed with me as a kid, stuck with me all this time. So love that one. Great question though, a very great question, dude. Thank you for the 5. I really do appreciate that. The Haunted Mask is another one that's really good too. Commonly cited as one of the best episodes of the show and one of the best stories. That one's great. That's really well done. Nathan is saying Terrifier 3 will have the mix between Psycho shower scene and Scarface shower scene. Yes! Hell yeah, dog. Very good stuff, Nathan. I love the puppet in your profile picture. Are you a ventriloquist? Is that the word? Why did that word did not come to me so quick? That's cool though. Very cool stuff. A puppet man, I see. Very interesting. Infinite Sky, thanks for being a member, bro. Saying, have you ever seen Wes Craven's nearly forgotten 1980s made-for-TV horror flick Invitation to Hell? No? Well, I've never even heard of this. Invitation to Hell. I love it already. I don't even know what it is, but by the name, I'm here for it. let's run it. Oh my god. Fuck yeah. I'm looking this up. I'm making this happen. I just heard we are getting a new VHS. Love that series. Yes, VHS X is coming out later this year. I got to do a big video on this. Remember back in the day when old Jake used to do videos just on like, oh, this new movie is coming up. Let's talk about it. I need to do that again. I miss doing those videos, and I'm doing one on VHS X soon. Because I miss doing that. I want to do one on like a lot of other movies that are coming out. Days that we don't have news, I might do that. So I don't know. I want to cover that soon though. I'm very excited for a new VHS. The last 3 have been fucking awesome. Some great stuff. This is so funny. Ella saying your girlfriend is a baddie. Bows. Thank you so much. She appreciates that, I see. You are. Shush. You're gorgeous. You're gorgeous, sweetie. Come on now. Thank you, Ella. We appreciate that. That's so funny. Easton Plays is saying, I'm not convinced that Mia Goth was under all that makeup as Pearl and X. That's really funny. Honestly, yeah, she kills it, dude. She kills it so much to the point where I don't even realize that it's her underneath all that. And the voice she does, like, oh my god, Mia Goth fucking rocks in that movie. Performances are stellar there. You're so happy you made it to the stream. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you. And thank you for being a channel member. I almost forgot. I saw the little green leaf by your thing and I almost forgot. Thank you for being here, Ella. What did you think of MAXXXINE, by the way? Throw it in the chat. I want to know. I want to know what everyone thought about MAXXXINE. Did I see Right Here, Right Now? I did not see Right Here, Right Now. Hang on now. Have you seen the concert film Right Here, Right Now? It involves the band Ghost. Absolutely amazing. I see a bunch of people asking about this. Very cool. I love Ghost. Ghost is a very good, like, that's like the metal band, right? The more, I haven't listened to them that much, but like a little bit. I've heard a few songs here and there, but I was like, oh, this is banging. Some good stuff there. I'm trying to get more into modern metal. I need to listen to more of it because I just love the old school like thrash metal shit like that, and like 90s metal is like what I typically listen to. I'm always diving deep into some of the weirder shit there. Like Testament. You guys ever listen to Testament? Testament is so good. I've been thinking about that band a lot lately. And I don't know. I love metal's like my favorite. It's my favorite kind of music. So very good stuff. I say to expect Jake to pull anything less than a baddie. That's very funny. Thank you. I appreciate that. For some reason, Madison likes this ugly mug, but I appreciate it. So, Jake and all of you guys are fun to be with. Thank you, everybody. Hey, Professor Strangefinger, thank you for hanging out with us tonight. I greatly appreciate you. And I love your cat. I also have an orange cat. So I bet they would be friends, or maybe they would fight each other. But I don't know. Either way, very cool, nonetheless. Have I ever used poppers on the 4th of July? Antinous, poppers usually means something else. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, the ones you throw against the ground and they explode real fast. Yes, I have done those. I was playing with sparklers yesterday, and my God, those are still so fun. I'm also 25, and I still think they're fun too. So there's nothing wrong with that, my friend. we were running around, and the whole fam and me and my girlfriend were running around with sparklers and just going fucking crazy. We're children, which is fun. I love being a child still at 25 years old. Who here is a fan of Nine Inch Nails? I am. I'm a big fan of Trent Reznor. He used to watch me when I slept. I used to have a poster of him like on my wall. Don't know where that went, but Testament is awesome. I'm so glad we have a Testament fan out there. That makes me so happy. Like, what are the odds of that? Hell yeah. Very good stuff, Gory Tiger. Thank you. Maria, what's up, friend? How you doing? I like the flowers in the profile picture. Nice. Noise, as one might say. Welcome in, welcome in. Thanks for being with us. Jake would play with the Ouija board for fun. I probably would, if I'm being real. Oh my God, wait. I just thought about something. Hang on. I have a Ouija board piece. Hang on. Wait a minute. You guys don't get to see it because it's hiding on the set. But ooh. It's going to be like that one scene in which Ouija movie is that? Where she like looks through the thing and there's like a demon. Ooh. Jump scare. Yeah, I have I don't know where the board is. We used to have a Ouija board, but yeah, this is the little finder piece for it. I don't know if you can read that or not, but yeah. Very fun stuff. I put it on the set because I'm like, that's scary. I like that a lot. You got to have that on there. Good stuff. Message indicator. Damn. Scary stuff. I'm just pulling everything off the set tonight. I love this. So much fun. You commented about A Quiet Place day one. Basically, I got stood up and the theater was empty. I saw that and I felt so bad. Like, I didn't even know what to say. I was like, I'm so sorry, Ella. The fact that Alex Wolff was in it, he had such a stunning job. He was fantastic. He was great in that movie. I kind of forgot he was in it until I saw it and I was like, oh yeah, no way. It's the kid from Hereditary. Good stuff. Yeah, the whole cast of that movie just rocked it out. Oh my God. I mean, A Quiet Place 2's strongest thing was its cast for sure. Some very good characters there. What is going on? Hear me out on this. If you meet Melissa Barrera at a horror con, ask her that the Core 4 should return for any screams. Oh, dude, you know I'm going to say that. Oh, no, I got you, bro. No, I do plan on meeting her at some point during a horror con. I'm going to be real. Like, if the next horror con I go to where she's there, like, that's my top priority. I want to meet Melissa Barrera so bad. I've heard nothing but kind things about her. I think she's fantastic. I love a lot of the movies she's in. It would be an honor. It would truly be an honor to meet her and tell her. Basically just tell her, like, I just love the Core 4 so much. I think she brought so much to Scream and Abigail, a lot of the movies she's been in. I even like the fucking musical she did with Lin-Manuel Miranda. I thought it was great. I had a good time with it. So I'd love to meet her at some point, and just say, like, you're awesome. You're one of the best Scream queens in the modern day. So would love to make that happen at some point, Noah. Matt Bell got a ring to it. Okay, has that been there the whole time? Have I been missing this every time I brought up your name on screen, Matt? That's so fucking funny. Thank you for the 2. I appreciate that because it's got a ring to it. Great channel, bro. Keep it up. Going with the updates. Thank you, my friend. There will be more updates and reviews on the page next week. Your boy is back on it. I'm back from a little break and oh my God, I'm refreshed. It's fucking time for spooky season, baby, because we're nearly there. The next big holiday really is Halloween, don't forget. I don't care about any of the other ones in between. It's spooky season already. You know, we're past July 4th. It's spooky season until like November 1st for me. So no, this is a on season. This is like July is usually when it starts to uptick a little bit. You know, the interest in horror starts to peak a bit. So old Jake is going to be on basically until November. I'm so fucking excited, man. This channel is going to get fucking nuts until then. We have some very exciting things coming up. I got some fun things lined up for the rest of the next couple of months, but I'll keep it a secret for now. The first thing though, of course, which has already been announced on the page, next Monday, if you guys want to go to Scarefest, you can go for free. I'm giving away tickets. I'm giving away, I believe, 2 tickets this Monday. So anyone who comes in the stream, you know, we're going to have you somehow be on some kind of raffle or whatever, and then I'm giving away two free weekend tickets, weekend passes to Scarefest next Monday, and I might even have some more tickets to give away throughout the rest of the month. I'm looking at you guys in the eyes right now. Don't miss the fucking streams, because holy shit, I got a lot of free tickets, but I'm not allowed to say it. So there, I didn't say it. Thank you for the 2 though. I really do appreciate it. Scarefest, Kentucky, fucking banging place. Let me tell you. Mad shout out to Barb, by the way. If Barb is with us tonight, she made a lot of that happen. So mad kudos to our friend Barb, who is part of the community. Anyways, you get me closer to God. I love it. Jake, if I die, I'm haunting that Ouija board piece so you can help me. Fair enough. Okay. I can't argue with that. What else is going on? You looked good as fucking got to not be quiet in the theater for the movie, but that damn cat Frodo. I'm so sorry, Ella. That sucks. Oh my God. That's brutal. He was missing out. Okay? He was missing out. God. Missed a good movie and a fun date. Brutal. I'm so sorry. We don't talk about Bruno? The Sacha Baron Cohen movie? I own that movie. Believe it or not. Anyways, if I die, I'm haunting an atheist to mess with them. Okay. Fair enough. I like Screaming Ice Cream. Have you seen a movie from 2022 called The Lair? Oh yeah, that's the Neil Marshall movie, right? Man, I skipped that movie. I'm gonna be so real. Dude, Neil Marshall made The Descent, okay? And The Descent is like one of my favorite horror movies ever. I'm so sorry, like so much respect to Neil for making that flick, but I've not been impressed with the rest of his flicks. I don't know, Dog Soldiers, like it just wasn't for me. So many people are like, dude, best werewolf movie of all time. It's Predator with a werewolf. Like that's all it is. I don't know. I was just like, I don't know. Not for me. And The Lair just kind of felt like more of that, you know? I don't know. The Descent is like, it's so fucking brutal and so well made. But there's something about his other flicks that I just don't know. It's like that one movie, he just had something like the right way. There's something that clicked in that movie that I don't know if the rest of his movies really did do that for me. But Darius is with us. What's up, bro? How's it going? Have you seen the trailer for Never Let Go? Never Let Go? Maybe not. Hang on. Never Let Go. Is that a movie? I don't know. Never Let Go. Here we go. 2024. Never Let Go. From Lionsgate. I feel like yes, I did see the trailer for this. This is the new Alexander Aja flick. Yes. Yeah. It looks cool. It definitely looks cool. Very A Quiet Place from what I remember from it. It's like the kids and they got like the chains on. They can't go too far from the cabin or else like some monster's going to come and kill them. Yeah, it looks cool. Sean Levy is a producer on it. That's cool. Isn't it based off of like a book or something? Yeah, there's one scene from that trailer that really stuck out to me, and it's like at one point you like Holly Berry or whatever is looking at a tree, and like all these arms are like climbing up the tree. Like it's an unnatural amount of arms. It's like fucking 16 arms. That was brutal. Really cool visual there. But yeah, I'm excited for that one. I love Alexander Aja. He's got a killer fucking repertoire underneath his belt, dude. I mean, obviously High Tension. I'm trying to Piranha 3. I know. Oh, The Hills Have Eyes remake. Yeah. He did that too. He's made some great movies, man. Yeah, High Tension is so good. Hills Have Eyes. P2. Yeah, I've seen P2 before. Yeah. He just wrote P2, but oh my God, if you guys have not seen, That movie, so underrated, crazy. Like it's a horror movie that takes place entirely in a parking garage. Fucking scary, so good. I haven't seen Mirrors. His 2012 Maniac is really good too. Horns is really good. The Pyramid is, I think he just produced that movie actually, but yeah, Horns, he directed that movie, so good. Oh my god. He's made a lot of good flicks. Crawl from 2019 is kind of like the last one that like really blew me away. But I know he produced Night of the Hunted, which was pretty cool from last year. That made it pretty kind of high up on my rankings from 2023. So, but yeah, I don't know. Dude, I love his movies. He's got some good stuff. Do I like Halloween? Yes. I want to talk about Halloween more, but I think I talk too much about how I hate Halloween Ends so much. I think I've turned off the Halloween fan base to my channel. Anytime I talk about Halloween, it's always like, this fucking guy. The guy that hates Corey Cunningham. Yeah, we get it. We get what he's all about. I want to start talking about more things from, I want to talk about more aspects of the Halloween franchise, though. I'm sick of bashing Halloween Ends. It's not fun anymore. I'm just like, we get it. Corey's a thing. Some people fucking love him. Cool. That's awesome. Great. Love Corey Cunningham all you want. I'm ready to talk about Cookie Woman. I'm ready to talk about Busta Rhymes doing kung fu moves. I'm ready to talk about how much I love Halloween 4 because I think it's crazy underrated. So yeah, that's where I'm at with Halloween. I want to talk more about it. It's a franchise I love. But unfortunately, I don't know if the franchise fans love me anymore. If I die, I'm gonna haunt your ass. Fair enough. I wouldn't mind you haunting me though. I think it would be fun if you haunted me. So please do. I give you permission to haunt me. That would be a good time. Do I like Eli Roth movies? Absolutely. Am I dead yet? Thanksgiving made it into my top 5 from horror movies from last year. I loved that. That was so much fun. Still need to pick that up. Is there a 4K of Thanksgiving, by the way, yet? I want to say that exists, right? Thanksgiving 4K. That's got to be a thing. Come on now. Yeah. Yeah, there's a 4K. Okay. All right. Alrighty. Good stuff. I need to pick this up, dude. I fucking dude, Thanksgiving was so much fun. I've thought about it so much since I've seen it too. That would be a great one to own. Never Let Go looks okay, but the kid acting seems bad. I gotta see the trailer again. I don't remember if I was like, oh man, the kid sucks in this one. but I just, that one shot is the one thing that's sticking from me from that. So shit looks wicked, says Darius. Hell yeah. I'm excited for it. It's gonna be fun. Love Holly Berry. Come on now. That's enough reason for me to see it. So love that shit. Infinite Sky's throwing $5 out there. Dude, thank you. Thank you for the 5. Appreciate the heck out of you. Are you going to stream or play the Backrooms game? Ooh, yeah. There's a lot of games on my radar for GullGotha, which if you have not subscribed to my gaming channel, I hate to be that fucking guy, but go subscribe. It's a good channel. I want to, there's so many games on my I got to play this list, but I'm kind of waiting for the right moments to strike, if that makes sense. Like Poppy Playtime, I feel like now is a pretty good time to do that because, we do have that movie on the horizon, which is really exciting. Backrooms game, I almost want to wait until there's some more movement with that movie, before I play that game again. Because I'm just thinking what's popular, what's gonna hit with people, and the Dead by Daylight videos are surprisingly doing pretty well, which I was really shocked by that. Dead by Daylight, it's an older game, it's a popular game, but it is an older game at that, and I'm shocked to see that those videos are doing decent. They're doing fine, which is cool. That's really sick. So, but yeah, the Killer Clowns videos, the Killer Clowns videos seem to be the best thing. I have one now that has 450 views, playing Killer Clowns. So I'm thinking about doing another one of those next week. My goal next week is to have 4 or 5 videos go up on the page. Cause I only had one go up this week cause I just got busy. And I wanted to take a break, but Backrooms game, hell yeah, dude. I will play that for sure. Dude, thank you for the 5. I really do appreciate it. Infinite Sky. Backrooms is on the list for sure. I am taking requests too. I believe it was Infinite Sky who said play Indigo Park, and I did a full playthrough of that so far of chapter 1, and that was so much fucking fun. I had a blast with Indigo Park. Honestly, that's the biggest reason I want to play Poppy Playtime, so bad next is because like I feel like there's similar games, and Indigo Park was so much fucking fun. Like it was a really interesting start to a story, and I can't wait for chapter 2 of that to come out. So good stuff. The song that plays in the credits for Quiet Place Day 1 slaps. Yeah. Oh yeah, it does. And I'm feeling good. That's all I can do without getting demonetized. But yes, good stuff. Donnie Darko is a rom-com. I am a genre bender. I mean, it's a very sad rom-com. Yeah, I could see that. That's really funny. Imagine they added Art the Clown and Dead by Daylight. Oh my God, dude. Brandon, I'd be on that. I'd be buying that day one. Oh my God. I would be all over that. I still got to do a Dead by Daylight video where I play as the killer, because I just unlocked the Singularity, which is like, well, I mean, that's like my favorite fucking killer in Dead by Daylight. I think that thing looks so fucking gross and cool. So I'm very hyped to do a video on that. So making it happen. Antidus, can I read your last comment? Where is your last comment, bud? I'm scrolling. Antidus, when was this last comment, dog? Dear God. I'm scrolling. I must have missed it. I don't know. I did not see it, my friend. If you throw it back in the chat, though, I will get to it. Any interest in Kinds of Kindness? So, I'm not the biggest Yorgos fan. I will admit, though, I really enjoyed his last flick, Poor Things. I thought Poor Things was really interesting. He's on a tear lately, man. He's got a new movie like every fucking year now. But I want to check this out because like this Emma Stone era of Yorgos films seems to be working for me. I'm hearing good things about Kinds of Kindness. I don't know, before this, I don't know, I just did not care for a lot of his flicks, but Poor Things was like, this was really cool. Okay, Poor Things really worked for me. Kinds of Kindness, I want to give it a shot because I really like the last one, but again, if it's anything like his previous couple of movies, I don't know if I have any interest, but I will check it out. He's actually a director that is too weird for old Jake, and like I like weird shit, and some of his movies they're too far out there. Killing of a Sacred Deer. I don't know. I just couldn't get through. I couldn't even get through that one. It's very bizarre. The direction in that movie is don't give any emotion at all. Just no emotion. And none of it worked for me. Like, I don't know. I was like, this situation requires emotion and the characters aren't expressing emotion. I just don't see how that, I don't know. It just didn't work for me. But some people love that movie. Some people are like, that's one of the best indie movies ever. I don't know. Not for me personally. Can't wait to see Deadpool and Wolverine. Excited for that one too. Can't wait to see it. I'm deciding if I want to watch It's Alive or Stop Motion. I want to watch It's Alive now, dude, after you talking about it. I'm like, ooh, It's Alive sounds fun. Stop Motion is really good, though, Ty, if you hadn't seen that one. I think we talked about it earlier, I want to say. But Stop Motion, it was a really good watch. Very good times. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, your boy's going to be signing off, but I do really appreciate all you guys hanging out with me tonight, supporting the channel. You guys are all so fucking wonderful. Thank you so much. So next week, I have some big announcements in terms of Patreon. I'm starting a new series that's going to be like a Patreon exclusive thing. I'm changing a lot up with all that. What I will say right now is that if you're a Jason tier patron, you might want to switch to either like Ghostface or Freddy, because I'm completely removing that tier entirely. There's only like a few people who support like at that tier, and I want to simplify it a little bit. So there's only going to be 2 tiers moving forward, and there's going to be like every no matter what, if you're a patron of any variety, you're getting some kind of extra video a week. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a good time. I'll have a big video, talking a little more on it next week. But yeah, just wanted to throw that out there now so that you guys know. I will be live on Monday. Again, I'm giving away Scarefest tickets on Monday. So seriously, like, do not miss that. You could win like, these are like, I think they're like $200 tickets. Like if you were to buy them, like if you could win that for free just by watching the stream. So that's really exciting. So thank you all so much for hanging out. Really do appreciate you guys. Thanks to everyone who supported the channel tonight. Any channel members, anyone who threw a super chat in there, really does mean a lot to old Jake. And soon we will have a bunch more videos on this page. We're getting going. It's fucking spooky season now for old Jake, moving into the rest of the year. Love you guys so much. As always, don't forget to kill it out there, y'all. Peace out.